Hey everyone, Chris here from Realridesharestories. On this channel we do a lot of things in the rideshare industry, so if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. But before we get started, if you have a crazy Uber Lyft experience, whether you're a passenger or a driver, record it, send it my way, and maybe we can feature you on the channel. Alright everybody, so we all know there's pretty much two types of passengers. One type of passenger that kind of keeps to themselves. They come in your car, they're quiet, you pick them up, you take them to their point where they're getting dropped off at, and there's not much interaction happening. And then there's the second type of passenger that they want to talk, and sometimes they want to talk a little too much. So they always ask these small talk questions. So we're going to go over 10 of the most annoying questions that passengers ask and probably should stop asking, or just maybe changing the way they're asked. All right, so number one, do you make money doing this? I wouldn't do it if I wasn't making money. So yes, I'm making money doing this. Did you pay a fare? Yeah, I get a portion of that. Thank you. I mean, come on. So if you have to ask if I make money doing this, then you clearly don't understand what you're doing. I mean, do you pay through your phone? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't be doing it if I wasn't making money. That's the whole point. Yes, there's problems with the pay rates, but I still am making money where, you know, my expenses are much less than what I'm bringing in. So it's not too bad there. Number two, do you enjoy doing this? For the most part, yes. There are certain times when I don't enjoy it, as any job, but asking a blanket question like that, because you're in such a wild ride for passengers. I mean, you could have 8 people in a row that just don't talk at all, and it gets kind of boring. Then you could have those same 8 people that just talk and you have really good conversations. Then you have somebody who's really annoying, somebody who's trying to start stuff with you or whatever it might be. And you have all these problems going with people. So it's like, yeah, for the most part, I enjoy doing it, but otherwise I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't enjoy it. Same thing. I enjoy the flexibility. I enjoy the, you know, being able to just hang out and have a good time, have some fun, and talk to most people who's pretty cool. So yeah, I do enjoy it, but you don't have to ask it every time. Number 3, do you do this full-time or part-time? All right, I'll give you that question. That one's all right, but it asks way too much. And then like the part B to that is always, because I always say part-time. Oh, well, what else do you do to make money? Or they'll mask it a little bit different way and say, do you only do this or do you do something else to make money too? Well, you know, you're asking the same types of questions. But yeah, I can understand the full-time or part-time thing if people want to know or ask or whatever it might be. But, you know, if you don't want to give that information out, you don't have to. I just tell them exactly as is, but answering it so many times does get annoying. All right, number 4, should I tip? If you got to ask it, you probably should. Just saying. We are taking you from a pickup spot to a drop-off spot and maybe a stop or two in between. It is not necessary, but it is something that's appreciated. And for people who are out there hustling, trying to make money, you know, even just a $3 tip from every passenger can make a big difference. Now, you want to give a little bit more, that's cool. I wouldn't be a problem with that. But I'm just saying, for more people, they should tip more a little bit. You shouldn't ask if you tip. And then the other thing, too, with that is, do you want cash or tip through the app? Give me the cash. You know? Give me the cash, because then I know you're going to be tipping. If you say, oh, through the app, most of the times we all know that's all bull. So we don't really expect anything from that. So yeah, give me the cash. It's that simple. Cash is king, for another way to put at it. All right, number 5, when the ride starts or is just beginning or something and they say, can I? Anytime they begin with can I, the answer probably is no. I'm glad you're asking though. But when it comes to like, can I bring in alcohol? Can I smoke? Can I vape? Like these types of things, the answer is no. You can't really do that. You're not supposed to smoke in cars. And again, same thing with alcohol. I did a video yesterday on bringing alcohol into a car, or the other day. Sorry, my days are all getting confused. The other day I did a video on alcohol and talking about that. But yeah, if a question starts with can I blah 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 blah, whatever it might be, the answer is probably no. Now, if you have food in the car, and don't automatically assume that you can eat that. Ask, can I eat this food? Yeah, sure, or no, depending on what the driver says. That's perfectly acceptable. But if you have to ask something like, can I bring alcohol? Can I smoke? You probably can't or shouldn't, especially when it comes to the illegal things. Don't do it. Stop asking us to be able to do that. Number 6, what do you do for money? It's almost the same question as earlier, but like, hello, I'm driving you. I'm making some money right now. Are you asking if I do anything else, which reverts to a question before that? I mean, they're so open-ended. I don't know. It's just strange. But yeah, what do you do for money? And then they'll say, is it full-time or part-time? Well, yeah, I'm making money right now. So there you go. Thanks for the fare. I appreciate it. Can we get some cool conversation going or something? I don't know. Number 7, probably the most annoying question I can ever get, or a variation of it, at least for me. You're not going to kidnap me, are you? Come on. All the other people didn't say anything when I did. I mean, like, that's just annoying. And I know you're trying to make a joke or whatever it might be, but it's stupid. It's like going to a comedy show and saying, "Oh, you're funny, right?" No, the comedian is not funny. Sorry, I was going to say comedy. No, the comedian is not funny. He's just going to stand up in the front of the stage and try to make you laugh, but not. I mean, come on. So asking if you're going to kidnap me or some stupid question like that, some variation, it's just like, come on, get your head out of your ass. And that to me is one of the most annoying questions. I'm sure there's other questions that I didn't think about. I got to be in more of the moment or like being asked at the time. But yeah, something like that's very annoying. Number 8, do you live around here? I'm not going to tell you, but yes, I do live somewhere around you because I drive local and I don't go 30, 40, 50 minutes away. I mean, some people might, especially in smaller towns or rural areas, if they want to go towards the city to drive. That's one thing. I knew a friend who lives in Aurora, Colorado, who would go to Chicago to drive because it was much busier, and Aurora is much smaller, and that was, I don't know, like 40 minutes. I can't remember what it was when I drove it. But it was a pretty good distance to go from Chicago to Aurora. So yeah, some people do drive a little bit further. You know, sometimes I'm up in the falls, but yeah, we're somewhere around the area for the most part. Not always, because certain rides can be very long, but yeah, for the most part, we're probably right around the area. Number 9, and this is also an annoying one. Will you rate me 5 stars? If you got to ask that, you probably did something where you shouldn't be getting 5 stars for, but yeah, you get to ask that actually a little bit. And here's the thing. Did you deserve to get 5 stars or not? That's the question. If you deserve 5 stars, you'll get 5 stars. If you don't, you're not getting 5 stars. Pretty simple. Yeah, and number 10, what's my name? No. What's my name? I'm your driver. So that's going back to the say my name stuff. So instead of somebody saying say my name, they're saying what's my name, and they're coming up to your car right before the ride starts. And that's not the case. Sorry. It's going to be the other way around where, again, I've said this many times on this channel, and I know a lot of other YouTubers who also say the same exact thing. You have our car's make and model, you have our license plate number, you have our picture, and you have our name. You know who we are. We don't know who you are. So you need to say our name as a driver. It's that simple. And I ask it really easy. I'm like, hey, who are you looking for? What's your driver's name? What's your name? I'll even ask them what their name is. And then I'll say, hey, yeah, I'm Chris. And so, yeah, there's definitely a lot of questions out there that people ask all the time that can get very annoying because they're just asked way too much. And then certain things, it's like, why would you even ask that? There's many other icebreaker questions that you can ask. It's very easy to do. Maybe I'll make a video on icebreaker questions. I don't know. But yeah, those are definitely 10 different questions that drivers get asked a lot. And passengers should probably stop asking a good majority of them off the bat. Now, comment below on some of your most annoying questions that you get asked way too often, or even comment below on one of the weirdest questions or craziest questions that you've been asked while on a ride. And those might just be like one time, whatever it might be. But yeah, comment below. Let me know what your craziest questions were from a passenger, as well as what do you get asked all the time and what you're annoyed with. Comment below, let me know. I'd love to hear. All right, with that being said, though, that's the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And any passengers watching, please stop asking those questions, or at least disguise them in a much different way where it doesn't take common sense to figure out the question. I know and I understand you're trying to make conversation, but you know, there's a lot of icebreaker questions out there that are actually pretty intriguing and pretty interesting and can really make conversations go into a really fun spot that's much more natural feeling versus something where it's like, hi, how are you? What do you do? What do you do? Like at a networking event. So, all right, well, make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Make sure to smash that like button. And as always, never drink and drive, always tip your drivers, and we'll see you next time.